so close. I want Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. Ah. Hi guys, Water Cannons here. Welcome back to some more World of Tanks. I want my Ace Tanker now. Well, I have a great. Well, this is crazy. This is a great match. In a Panzerkampfwagen 1 out of C. Crazy amount of spotting. I actually spotted 11. That's like the same as the time where I had a really close call at the tier 5 battle. Had 8 assistants. So the spotting was kind of so I had consistency in my spotting. And I actually destroyed 2 enemy vehicles. I got top in experience and top in damage. The enemy look at that Hotchkiss, he got cool-headed. The French light tanks from tier 2 to 4 are prone to get cool-headed due to... Let me just use a rubber ducky as an example because it's like the perfect example. Seriously, 70 millimeters of frontal armor and 40 in the rear? Are you kidding me? That's like... And look at that sloping. Look at that. The French light tanks from the Hotchkiss 35 to the MX-40 have crazy amount of armor. It's weird. Usually these things are bad grinds due to their terrible guns, which only has 74 penetration, but their armor is crazy. You play these things like you charge up to enemies and most of them can't penetrate you. Like, seriously, this thing only gets 33 millimeters of average penetration. The damage potential is good on the 7.92 millimeter, but no, the gun is just not gonna do much in certain battles. But you know, fun fact: the Mauser is actually the name of the ammunition that the gun uses. I forgot what the actual gun name is, but it's definitely not this. That is supposed to be named the Mauser, not the gun itself. I'm taking it because I'm massively grinding the Panzer 1C again because it's Animal House weekend and I get double the crew efficiency. It's in missions and events, right? Yeah, pretty sure it is. Bottom. Who did I destroy? I probably destroyed. Did I destroy? What did I destroy? No, I forgot. It's probably like a Wolverine or Hellcat or even Lux World. That matters. But yeah, the crew experience income. I'm taking advantage of that right now, and my skills and perks on my crews are just skyrocketing. And oh gosh, I want to take a look at it again. I think this is the best I've ever done in my Panzer 1C. I think. Is it better than the time I was stuck in Ensk? I think so, yeah. Wow. Just look at that spotting. Oh my god. Oh, I love this tank. Alright, let's get to the match. Alright, we're in a match, and we're on Trollkhorovka. Now, a bit of a background story. This map has a very dear meaning to me because of this reason. I was once on this map, and another Panzer 1C driver told me to follow him. And essentially what the both of us did together was when I first learned the unique ability of the Panzer 1C as a troll scout. We were essentially skirmishing over here, taking pot shots at people and making everybody who come to the middle really mad. We lost that match though, but it was That's what it was when I first learned the unique ability of the Panzer 1C, and I've been using it ever since to do some great matches. I really like this tank, by the way. So we're in the match. Speed this up a bit. I wish my team good luck. I really like this tank. Wow, stupid Windows 8. Now, we usually go up onto the ridges. This is why I make a left turn, yeah. And I come up here, make a right turn on the top of this little hill here, and look at this! A BT2! Hi, little buddy. Oh yeah, you're gonna turn back. I do the same thing because, well, why wouldn't I? Oh wow, I think that was just a high explosive shell. Now, I drive up behind this rock here to, and slightly down this hill to avoid enemy fire. I see everybody is just like doing this thing where they creep up and a bunch of stuff. Creep up and, look at them and then, see if they're gonna hit or something. I was like, you know what, screw that. I am in my Panzer 1C, I have great maneuverability, I am fast, and I make massive amounts of money, so I come up and annihilate. I come up and annihilate that guy from the behind. Reload, revealed massive amounts of enemies. Oh, look at that Hotchkiss 35. I drive up behind here. Reload. Get behind this rock. Drive up again. Take pot shots at that Cruiser 3. Ooh, that was close. Much scare. Such machine gun. And then I drive inside this house. Now I see this Panzer 1C. Is he looking at me? I wonder if he's looking at me. I can zoom in. I have no idea why. Oh yeah, he's looking at me. No, now he isn't. I was, I thought that guy was gonna, like chase around behind me and try to penetrate my butt. Because here's a tip. Whenever you're in a Panzer 1C, Panzer 1C, always protect your butt from other Panzer 1Cs. Cause your side armor, your tracks can absorb massive amounts of hits. Your front, it has 30 millimeters, and this thing only has 33 millimeters of penetration. So essentially, your weak spot is your butt. And if you get, and that's probably like probably one of the smartest ways to go against other Panzer 1Cs when you are in a Panzer 1C. However, do notice that it's very good to angle your tank slightly when you are frontally facing another Panzer 1C, so that angling is gonna bounce most of the shots, since your frontal armor is like 33 millimeters. I see this T-57 again. Don't take any shots at him though. I go in along with the bushes. There's like HE shells landing around near me everywhere. Oh, good God. Ow, that hurts. You know what? Back at you, buddy. I stop here. I have no idea there were that many much enemies behind there at this moment. I just shoot the Panzer 38T. I tried to take a pot shot at that T-82, reload while running, but no! The Jagd Panther, no, not the Jagd Panther, the Panzerjäger 1, the Tank Hunter, Panzerjäger, the Panzerjäger means, Tank Hunter. Well, he nails me, I go down, but my teammates have done massive amounts of damage to their enemy ranks, and oh my god! That was a really good troll run. I did damage too, it's not like I'm in a tier 5 battle where the only thing I can do is give other people on the enemy cool-headed. Speaking of cool-headed, I had this really funny match. It was a tier 5 match. I was in my Panzer 1C. It was a Sand River, I remember correctly. And I gave 3 enemy team tanks cool-headed. Like, I just can't penetrate. Like, I can detract people, but oh no. Oh yeah. Let's go to fixed camera. I see this Hago and I was like, no, you need to run faster. Who just... The AT1 that way detracts him. No. It's like, I was like, here's the thing. The Panzer 1C does have a problem, and that's the ammo, your ammunition potential. Did he just... Oh, he actually nailed the AT1 there. The ammunition potential, when you have like, when you're surrounded by like 3 artillery in a tier 5 battle, you're kind of screwed because the artillery can maneuver together. The artillery can maneuver together ultimately and essentially just one-shot you with their high explosive shells. So our team, 2 of our team goes here capping just in case of emergency. When something happens, if something happens. But then our, what was it? Our, Vey Type B, spots that T and nails him, and there goes the match. And that was entirely Trolly shenanigans with a Panzer Kampfwagen 1 out of C, doing massive amounts of troll damage with a little dinky machine gun. The dinky little machine gun, and scouting massive amounts of people. Here's the thing with the Panzer 1C, here's the thing special with the Panzer 1C is that, your maneuverability is good, but you have to watch out your acceleration. Your acceleration is meh, so you have to be really careful when you do excessive turning maneuvers. Because a tank turns differently from a vehicle, from like a car or something. The car turns by having its front wheels shifting, making the like the front wheels are forcing the vehicle to go that way by making the path go, like by path, like by friction. But a tank turns differently. Tanks turn by increasing the speed of the wheel or slowing down the speed of a wheel. Like, for example, if this tank is gonna turn left, it can either speed up its wheel, right tracks, or slow down its left tracks. But no matter what happens, and if you're gonna turn regularly, this thing you can put into reverse, like turning counterclockwise. You can put this thing into reverse and put this thing into forward, and essentially turn your tank by doing that way. But like when you turn, you lose some power because, well, you have to either shift part of this wheel's power to this wheel, or have to brake on one of the wheels. Oh my gosh, why do I keep on saying wheels? I mean tracks. So you're definitely gonna lose some speed when you're turning in a tank. Oh, stupid PDF files. That's why I really hate Windows 8. You know what I mean? I'm getting a new ThinkPad. The new Lenovo T430 ThinkPad, which is the generation that's before this generation of ThinkPads, but I have a fondness for ThinkPads. I don't know. It's like Zisto's pants addiction, man pants addiction. But I love ThinkPads. I've been using them ever since I was like, I was like 8. I used to have a ThinkPad X series or something that was like made in 2005. It's all right. The system performance kind of sucks for today's internet stuff, but man, its durability, it's just you feel it, and it feels beautiful. It's you you it's like you go over and it's just like you know that thing's not gonna break. And I love ThinkPads. Oh wow, I just you know what? Speaking of tangents, there's this recently this news in Ukraine. So the anti-government forces in Ukraine, they did something really funny. So there was this T-34-85, which is the variation of the legendary T-34 tank of the Soviet forces in World War II. But what happened was that it was on the Victory Monument, and apparently they thought that they will try to put some fuel in that thing and see if it worked. And apparently that thing just drove off and worked like a charm. There was no structural damage. There was no hardware damage. There wasn't even any rust. That and it was in the Victory Monument, like bearing snow, rain, and even though it wasn't used for a long time, but oh my gosh, all that years and it still worked. And here's the ironic thing: it was faced by two Ukrainian government T-64s, which was like developed in like the 1982, like in 1982 as a main battle tank. Like it's even used present, and there's still variation of it, like it's modernized and stuff. But oh my, and it was chased by two T-62s, and it actually damaged the one of the T-62s. It was eventually destroyed, but the crew made it out all alive. It's This is World of Tanks. It's not that realistic, but in real world, uh, one tank versus two, it's a hard thing to do. It's yeah, and it it's just amazing how they've just how a T-34-85 just managed to drive down and actually do work. That's amazing engineering. That's just I am so amazed. It's just wow. I'm That is some crazy engineering to be that reliable. T-34-85. The T-34s are the Soviet legendary um, medium tanks. I can argue that it might be a main battle tank, because after the T-34, the Soviets essentially stopped all productions of other tank and just used the T-34 as an all-purpose tank. It's great. It performs really well, and yeah, like its sloping is pretty good. Like just search up an image of it. It's used for forever. And the Soviets have taken advantage of it. It was produced cheaply. Essentially, the T-34 is like an AK-47. Well, I can't compare these two because the AK-47 is too versatile. But the AK-47 is still used now. It's old. It was created kind of old. Oh yeah, the creator of the AK-47 just died last winter in December. Kind of sad, but the AK-47, very reliable gun. Me and my dad joke it that's it's essentially the terrorist top choice gun, because you can replicate it really cheaply, produce it massively cheaply, and it deals good damage, and it's really reliable. And essentially, the AK-47 is just a really good rifle. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to go off on this tangent while just fiddling around like this. Wow, this tangent has been too long. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day. Bye bye.